He was the weaker man, everyone knew it. At 28, he stood on the field of Austerlitz and watched Napoleon take his army apart. 2 years later, he was on a raft in the middle of a river, signing whatever the Frenchman put in front of him, the junior partner, the loser who smiles and shakes the conqueror's hand. For 5 years, he waited. Then, June of 1812, Napoleon comes for him with the largest army the world has ever seen. 500,000 men pour across the border, swelling towards 600,000. No nation on earth can stop it in open battle, so Alexander does not try. He retreats, he burns his own crops, his own villages, and pulls the enemy deeper into the dark. At Borodino, the two armies bleed each other white in a single day, tens of thousands gone before nightfall, and still he refuses the decisive fight. He just keeps falling back. And then he gives up Moscow, the holy city, the heart of Russia. Napoleon marches in expecting surrender, and the Russians set their own capital on fire. 3/4 of it burns to the ground, while the conqueror sits in the empty Kremlin, waiting for the letter that ends the war. This is the moment. This is where a smaller man folds. Every voice around the Tsar tells him to negotiate, save the cities, save your throne, you have lost, sign and live on as a lesser king. The safe road is wide open in front of him. He will not even answer. I will let my beard grow down to here, he says, and eat potatoes with the last of my peasants before I sign a peace that shames my country. Napoleon or me, we cannot both rule. So he says nothing at all. For 36 days, the most powerful man in Europe sits in the ashes of a dead city and waits for a reply that never comes. Then the winter answers for him. The army no one could beat begins to starve and freeze on the long road home. The cold, the hunger, the Cossacks at their heels. Of the 500,000 that crossed, barely 1 in 10 crawls out alive. Napoleon never lost a battle in Russia. He lost everything to a man who simply would not break. 2 years later, the loser of Austerlitz rides at the head of all Europe into Paris, into Napoleon's own capital, to dictate the peace. The weaker man, Alexander I.